What'd you say?
Nothing. I said, good to see you. Bam, we're live. Hey, dude.
What's up? Hold on, shit.
Hey, I was thinking we're like in the final phase of our friendship.
You think we have a friendship? That's cool.
It's I just feel like we went through all these phases and like I was like actually like excited just to see what you were yesterday. I was like, oh, this is actually cool. I'm gonna get to hang with Josh.
I know, man. Me too. Same.
I just usually feel like I got these layers of like I don't know what it is, but I finally see you as like a human being. You're just a good dude now.
I like that.
How long
like how you put
after
that.
10 years I'm like getting settled around you. It's me. I'm finally getting like comfortable around you. I'm not all anxious and shit.
Coming out of your shell.
Yeah, I'm just like calming down. I'm just like, okay, Josh likes you. There's nothing to prove. You don't have to juggle 4 balls every time you see him. Like, just be cool, Sevan.
Hey. Let's take it back a notch then. All right. I like you juggling. All right?
You like me dancing a little bit for you.
Exactly.
You're in Colorado?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I mean, I think I've done a couple shows here with you.
You have, but I'm just maturing so quickly, Josh. I'm doing a show every day.
I know, dude. I mean, you get little. I know you're big time now. You're too good. You're too good for me.
I'm just settling into my own. I'm like, holy shit, this is like crazy. I feel like just a different person now talking to Josh. Like I'm less like a little less insecure, a little more just like,
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you're big time. You're number one podcast.
And number one, 2 number ones, number 1 and number 1. Give me two. America.
That's right.
And I've never even seen that girl before. Who's that? She's just here to see you, Josh. America.
Yeah, there's a couple cuties in the chat now. All of a sudden, I don't know.
Dude, you're killing it. I took a long stroll through your Instagram. You're killing it. Yeah, you're the man. I can't believe how hard you're still going. I can't believe how fucking great you still look. When's the last time you were on the show? 6 months ago? Anyone know?
Actually, I don't know. I have no idea. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I can find out.
Look, $10. I already made $10 off you. I like you $10 more than when you got here.
And this isn't the Josh and Sevan show. This is just the Sevan show.
Yeah, this is just. Oh yeah, I didn't even write. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That's how presumptuous I've become.
You are. You're a real character. You're a real piece of work.
Hey, so what Josh is referring to, guys, is this. There was a station that was Josh, Matt, and Sevan, and then it was Josh and Sevan. And then this is the first time where I invited him on, and I didn't even think of scheduling it on that station.
You didn't even invite me on. I invited myself on.
Well, that's just because I'm not fully confident yet.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do I want to hear about first? You're married now.
No, not married yet. I'm engaged.
Married.
Yep.
And are you living together?
Yes.
And you're loving that?
Yeah, very happy.
Holy shit!
It's been great.
How old are you?
39.
God, was part of you kind of dreading that?
What, the living together?
No, not that. Just starting a new relationship. Just like, oh fuck, I gotta get someone. Because I think about it sometimes. Don't tell anyone, but I think sometimes, what if my wife died and I had to like start a new relationship? Like I'd become a monk.
Yeah.
The thought of getting to know another person again and like having to like learn to shit with the door open and all that again. I don't ever want to have to go through any of that again. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah, it's been an awesome process. I've loved it, every second of it, every step of the way.
And then on the flip side, I see how my boys are now. My oldest is 8, and I see him experiencing feelings and emotions that I'm like, holy shit. I haven't had those feelings or emotions in 30 fucking years. Like just really intense, passionate emotions. You know what I mean? Like a girl looks at him wrong and he cries. And part of me is like, God, I wonder if Josh is going through that again at 39 because you start a new relationship. Like that feeling of like, meeting a girl. It's always around girls.
I don't know about that. You know what? I have had that same thought where you're talking about when it comes to CrossFit and working out, I used to have these like overwhelming like rushes when I do good in a workout, right? Like the celebrations. And I could get those in training a lot. And I don't get those anymore. Like I don't like get crazy fired up if I hit a lift or if I finish a workout really fast. And I do train alone a lot more than I had been in the past 8 years or 7 years. But yeah, like I don't have those like fiery moments as much anymore. And I miss them. I do. I remember I actually had that thought driving somewhere not that long ago, maybe a week or two ago. And I was like, man, I don't have that. And like that feeling you get when you hit a lift that you wanted to hit or whatever. I also don't do as much oil lifting as well. So that was where you typically got a lot of those feelings.
But how about those feelings being in a new relationship with a girl? Were those like feelings like you hadn't experienced in 20 years?
Nervous about the first kiss.
And, for sure.
Who leans in and
of course.
Not even that. Just kind of like, I'm even talking about more childish shit, like just writing their name in your head.
I don't know.
Carol, C-A. Or just being excited. You didn't do any of that?
I don't know about that.
You didn't you like when you were in the dating phase, you didn't have like a piece of paper and a pencil out, like, and you're just like, oh, J-O-S. I'm talking to Josh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we're on the same page, pal.
No. Hey, you didn't cover your books when you were a kid in that brown, like you took a paper bag.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Okay, and then there was a girl, and like you would write her name all over the book, all over the brown paper bag. You didn't have that?
I remember seeing girls do that for guys,
right.
But I don't remember the dudes seeing
I'm done with this conversation. I'm done.
Yeah.
Andrew Soloway, I can't tell if he's got a dog under his arm or a dead animal. I don't know what's going on there. I got to meet Josh Bridges in Jax. I think what's Jax?
That was last year at the Go Ruck event.
Made my day. Thank you for being a good dude.
Yeah. You probably got to meet Sydney too. She was there with me the whole time.
That's your girl?
Yeah.
Is this Josh announcing his comeback for Masters with Rich?
No, I'm not. I didn't do that. I did the open workout, but I didn't pay.
You didn't pay what? Oh, gotcha.
I didn't sign up for the open.
Why didn't do either. I didn't pay or do it. Why did you? Why didn't you sign up? Why didn't you sign up? You're a CrossFitter through and through. You're always pushing the methodology.
I still have I am very much so, but I still have some limitations. I just went and saw my doctor up in Vail for my elbow. I'm just getting tired of like positions, not being able to get into certain positions with my elbow. I can't really go overhead. Like this thruster workout this weekend. This weekend I won't. Like I don't go overhead very often with either a push press. I can do. Rogue has this really cool bar, the M. What is it? The M. Shit, I can't think of the actual. Can you look it up for me, Matt? Mm-hmm. The one that has all the different members, and I can hold the bar like this, and I can press that overhead a lot easier. But like getting a bar like this, it really hurts my elbow, and so I don't jerk or push press, or I'll snatch. It's weird. The snatch, because it goes directly overhead, is all right, but
show me which arm and what position you're not digging.
Like this elbow, my left elbow.
Yeah,
so like that's. Like, see that my clean? Can you kind of see it?
Yeah. I can see. We can see it.
Yeah, it's like
if you're going for symmetry, we can see it.
So the that one right there, the Rogue MG's 4. Yeah, that thing's awesome. That's actually allows me to go overhead with like strict press, and so that's the only bar that like doesn't crush my elbow when I go overhead.
Because it's that neutral grip, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a different grip, right? I'm not like here. I'm not trying to get it down onto my shoulders and in place, because that thing actually sits off your chest and it has that. It's not a perfect line either. It kind of has that curvature, and so it goes up. It just sits. It sits really nice, and it's helped a lot actually with my shoulder.
And you're done. Yeah, dear Bill and Katie, thank you. I think Katie's with a C.
It is.
But thank you, Brandon. Brandon Lecoq.
Yeah.
Oh, he's foreign. It doesn't count. He wouldn't know.
Like Hawk. Are you done trying to? Are you in a stage in your life where you're not fixing shit? You're just waiting for it to heal on its own, like surgeries and shit like that.
So I am gonna try to get. I'm gonna do one more surgery on this elbow. I went out and saw my doctor in Vail. The doctor I go to is in the Stedman Clinic. It's basically a world-renowned orthopedic surgeon's office. If you walk through the halls of the office, it's literally walking down a hall of fame of every athlete that's ever been injured in any professional sport. Like my doctor did Tom Brady surgery. He did Edelman surgery. He did Gronkowski surgery. He was
who's Edelman?
Edelman was the wide receiver for the Patriots.
Okay.
He's worked on some multi-million-dollar joints, and so and he was also the orthopedic surgeon for the SEAL teams when I was in, and so
shit, is that how you know him?
I did meet him back then. I didn't realize he was at the Stedman Clinic when I initially in 19 when I went there for my knee. I didn't realize that that's where he was at, but then once we reconnected, it was like awesome. So Matt Preventure is not going to actually do my elbow because he's not an elbow guy. He does knees and shoulders. And then, but he has a good buddy there at the Stedman Clinic named Dr. Hackett, who's going to.
Oh, that's a tough name. That's a tough name, brother.
That's what I said. I was like, damn, what a surgeon.
Yeah. I would like you to meet my wife. I'm a hoe. I know it's a little weird. I'm a hoe. It's Native American. I'm a hoe. And this is my doctor, Dr. Hackett.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck?
I know, man. I know. So yeah, there he is. He's the man, brother. If you guys knees or knees,
I'm good. I'm good. My knees all fucked up.
Knees or shoulders, right there.
Hours. Hey,
it'll fix you up.
Why not just why not just leave it alone? I mean, you fucking look amazing. We're gonna look at some of your Instagram shit and amazing. I mean, in a minute, you look really fucking good. You look more like a UFC fighter now than a CrossFitter. I mean, you look fucking you look more like an athlete, which is kind of crazy than you ever have in your life. Have you lost weight? You look small, you look smaller and more capable.
You know what? The first time I checked my weight was literally like 3 days ago, and I thought that I hadn't lost any weight because I think on one of the podcasts
you look like an action figure. You used to be so fucking buff and muscle bound, like more like Noah.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of like,
what are you saying, bro? What are you saying, bro?
And now you're looking,
you better fucking watch it, pal.
You just look more, and your legs look more defined. And
yeah, I stepped on the scale a few days ago for the first time. And God, I couldn't even tell you. I don't really care too much about weight, more about based on feel. But I weighed 165, which I normally weighed around 170, 172. And so I have leaned out a little bit. But I'm eating the carnivore diet. I've been doing it for over a year now.
Hey, your skin looks different.
You think so?
Yeah. I thought it was, you know what I think? I thought it was because you lived in Colorado. You kind of have like that, like you ski look to you, but maybe it's the
carnivore diet. I did just go skiing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You look
just for a day.
Sunny?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you look like you got, does anyone agree with me? He looked like you got that ski plastic surgery look, like you just got like that one, like you didn't have any work done on your face or anything, did you?
Fuck no.
You didn't no
don't
Botox
don't ever
okay.
ask me.
Did you get your eyebrows worked on or anything?
No.
All right.
Little Dr. Hackett action.
Yeah.
Something you don't look the same. You look a little different.
Yeah.
Botox, yeah, the Botox. Oh yeah, windburn maybe. I mean, he looks all smooth and shit.
I mean, I did just get in the cold tub. I cold tub and sauna every single day. I ate lots of liver. I eat literally red meat, honey, fruit, and eggs. A sweet potato here and there still when I feel like I'm gonna work out hard.
How about your cold tub's crazy?
You like that thing? Yeah. King Cool, baby, King Cool.
How much is that?
That thing's like 11 grand.
Dude, I have never. It's got
Bluetooth in it. If you need to listen to music.
Hey, are you breaking ice right there? What are you doing right there?
Yeah, it was -7 that day.
Oh shit.
It was like I'm literally, so when I step out of my ice tub, the ground freezes immediately. Like it's crazy.
Is your girl filming this?
Yeah.
Babe, come film this. And this is fucking nuts when I saw you go under here.
Yeah. I do it it's every day. It's like I've been doing this. I've been cold tubbing for like 7 years. This company reached out, King Coolman. They're awesome. 2 young guys. They make these things by hand.
It's absolutely the most beautiful ice tub I've ever seen. I've seen some cool ones. I'm like, oh, I want that one. I want that one. So that thing is just a legit tub.
Yeah. Yeah, it's legit. It's everything's kind of in that compartment there in the front.
Yeah.
So it hides it so that you don't see it like some of the other ones. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's a great product.
And how often do you have to change the water on that?
Not very often, because it does have that, it has a circulator. It has a
like once every 6 months.
The ozone, probably. Yeah, it depends on how. It also depends on like how dirty you get into it. Like I do get into mine straight out of the sauna, pretty sweaty a lot, and so I haven't had to change it. I've only had it for 2 months, and I haven't had to change the water yet.
And it's the best one you've ever had?
Oh God, without question.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw that and I was like, oh God, he got a great sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool dudes too, man.
Colorado guys?
Utah.
Hey, so if it's -7 outside, and you get into that, does it feel warm? At
No.
30, if it's 33, no.
No. Like this morning, I think it was only like it might be like 10 degrees out right now. I just got into it right before this. What was it?
I'm gonna say something to you.
It's 25 out.
Really weird here. You don't feel like you get so tense in there, like you could injure yourself getting into a cold tub? Like I feel like if I got in that thing first thing in the morning, like I could throw my back out. I'm not joking. Like I would tense up so much that my fucking back would go out.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Like
okay, good.
When you're so cold and you're like flexing. Almost.
Yes.
I know what you're saying. No, I don't. When you get in there, you just have to. I mean, you could. I actually, anytime I feel really, really tight, if I get in that cold tub, and I think the same thing that you're thinking, like I might injure myself because I'm like, yeah, you are a little tight at first.
Yeah.
But then I just like relax and literally like you only have to stay in for like 2 minutes, and then the moment I get out,
that's an eternity.
I feel a million times better.
I'm sure. Maybe just you're not as strong as me, and you're not capable of injuring yourself. Like I'm really.
I can't flex. I can't flex as hard as you can flex.
I'm really strong, and I could just like fucking. Ooh.
I bet you've impregnated a woman just by flexing.
Yes. Is that the first time you've used that? Is that for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
can see it.
That's
probably
awesome.
You got a little savant out there running around you don't even know about.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I seriously, because when I wake up in the morning, I can barely move, and then I take a super hot shower, and I turn into like Flex Armstrong.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? I'm like, really cold? You want me to do cold?
I tell you what, man, I like hot showers. Like I'm not this guy who's just like I'm not a nutcase. I'm not a psychopath, right? I love hot showers, but man, when I started doing cold tubs, the way you feel after you get out is crazy.
Yeah,
like
there's obviously some chemical release, right?
Yeah, that dopamine release, that it's
norepinephrine. Hey, of all that shit, that's the only one that I've like. They're like, hey, take this pill, and after 12 months you'll feel better. It's elderberry and blah blah blah.
Yeah, right.
Yes, but that maybe the carnivore diet but ice bath for sure. It's like. I don't know what your drug experiences are, but it really is like, holy shit, am I on drugs for a half hour when you get out? Something's like
exactly.
You're through the roof.
You are in the happiest state you'll ever be in.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It really is. I remember when I first started doing it, man.
Are you addicted? You think to it?
I'm not.
Like
addicted.
If you didn't do it, would you miss it? Would you be
yes.
like,
oh yes,
like I definitely when you travel?
Yeah, I still do. I try to do cold showers when I travel most mornings.
Do you get the same effect from a cold shower? I've taken cold showers. It doesn't do shit compared to a cold plunge.
Not nearly as nearly as much. What was I gonna say? I don't know, but yeah,
just to being like like taking drugs, like the happiest 30 minutes of your life afterwards when you get out. And I was asking.
Yeah. When I remember the first time when I first started doing it, I was just like, I didn't know that much about it. There wasn't as much research. It was like 2017 or 2016 is when I started doing it. And so there wasn't that much out there like there is now. And man, like I just kept being like, people kept asking me, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And I'm like, well, I heard it can help with getting sick. And I'll tell you what, after I fucking do it for the first 30 minutes, I've never been happier in my entire life. It's crazy.
Yeah. The first time I did it, maybe only time, I did it with Mikko Salo in
Finland.
In Finland,
Nice.
and we were in a sauna that was so fucking hot that I thought I was gonna die. Glass sauna.
Yeah.
And then we walked out naked into a bay that had like ice floating in it.
Oh man, that must have been Christmas for you.
It was
naked with another dude.
And Easter and my birthday. And with Mikko.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, it's weird. I can't remember seeing his penis. Isn't that weird?
I don't believe you for a second.
I don't.
Did you not peek or what?
You know what I was worried about though? So we're in there naked and we're sitting on these towels, and I was embarrassed, like if I got up and there was like some sort of like brown stain on my towel or something like that. Like holy shit, this is like I'm gonna be sweating through this fucking, because I got a hairy ass, and it's like my butt is like it crushed an animal, like a bear crawled in there and got killed. And I was like, I remember that just it be getting hard to be settled, because the whole time I'm thinking if I get up, someone's gonna know like that. Hey, look, a little brown stain on his towel, but it wasn't. But then we went to the cold, and I couldn't stop laughing for 30 minutes. It was serious. I was so embarrassed, but I couldn't stop laughing for 30 minutes.
That's awesome. Going out to Finland, I got to do that. I'd love to go out to Finland, hang out with Mikko.
Sevan has one tucked in the spank bank for sure. Michael C, you would look like you just got tased. Josh is the Chuck Norris of CrossFit.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's fair. I like that.
Do you still do the carnivore, Sevan?
I try to, but I'm pretty sloppy with it. I've been on a month of pretty hardcore drinking.
Nice, good. What's your drink of choice?
I go to all these fancy places, so it's always
you've been hanging around with some bad people again, huh?
Yeah, spicy. Anything spicy, anything with jalapeno, spicy margarita.
Yeah,
spicy Moscow Mule. Anything hotter the better. Like I want it to burn.
So you like mezcal?
I don't. I'm not familiar with that.
Mezcal's like people call it like a tequila. It's like a spicy tequila or a smoky tequila. Sorry. I love it. It's actually one of my favorite drinks right now too.
This girl I know is always sending me pictures of her videos of her just drinking mezcal.
Yeah,
just out of ball. Remind me to send you her Instagram account. She's crazy. Hey, she's a OnlyFans girl. She got like 600,000 followers on Instagram, and she just got kicked off
of Instagram or OnlyFans.
Yeah, for Instagram. Dude, that would be crazy to get kicked off.
I'm like, you could damn, what was damn, bro.
What did you do?
What is happening?
Josh, do you have any friends who are on OnlyFans?
Not that I know of.
Really? You don't have any? No. No, you don't know no dudes. You don't know any. There's no stories of any dude seals who have.
Not that I know of.
Wow.
Take a little extra money.
I want to. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, there's a dude in here in the comments here, who's an OnlyFans guy, and I've become friends with him. And the other day, this fucking guy sends me a receipt, and it shows that he made like $847. And he says, "Hey, dude, I made that selling 3 pair of underwear." He's like, "You have to sell," and then he's like an asshole. He goes, "You have to sell 42 shirts to make that much money." I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, more than 42, because your shit's like straight profit.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That is wild. This is a wild world we're living in right now, man. Nuts.
You wipe your ass with your underwear and then put it in an envelope.
Some fucking world.
Seal it.
There's some
weird
shit going on in this world right now, bro. OnlyFans.
I think you get extra for those little brown spots, Sevan. So that might be something.
You do. You do.
There.
You do. How are the kids? I want to show you this video. I saw this the other day, and I was like, I wonder how Josh would think of this. It's the top one up there, Mr. Souza. It's the our kid's too young for this.
Oh yeah.
Hey, are you still watching UFC pretty good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. Bro. Me too. And did you see Dana went through that whole health thing, whole health scare?
Well, I saw that he lost a bunch of weight and all that kind of stuff.
He's not red anymore.
Yeah. He looks good.
Yeah.
How about Chandler fighting Connor, baby?
I feel horrible for Connor. I think Chandler's gonna
knock him out too.
I think he's gonna abuse him.
I mean, one of when Conor was actually still really good, one of his hardest fights was Chad Mendes, right?
Yep.
And I mean, like that fight right there, Chad Mendes versus Chandler, that would be a phenomenal fight, right? And so the only thing that the only reason Mendes lost is because he gassed in like the fourth round. I mean, he immediately, like
100%. I agree.
He just turned to shit in the fourth round.
He was fucking Conor up.
He was crushing him, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
And Chandler's that same guy. You know what I mean? Like they fight. They're both wrestlers. And then who've turned into strikers. And so I think it's gonna be a good day for Chandler.
You know that thing that they say, like a bear can just grab you and just like throw you 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
I feel like Chandler can do that to Conor. Like he could just walk up to him and grab him and just toss him in the air like a sack of shit.
What kind of shit do you think Conor's on to get up to like that 260 or whatever?
Is that how much they're? No, he didn't get up to 260.
So that's what they. There was like one tweet that said he said he weighed 120 kilos.
Well, that's fucking ridiculous. The most I saw him look like he weighed is maybe he got up to 200, 190. But regardless, did you see he's already been drunk at the
at the
Tough House, at the Ultimate Fighting House, and they have a rule there: no drinking. And how serious could he be taking the fight if he's drinking? Shouldn't he already start be cutting weight?
Look at his fucking head, man.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's the thing. That's where like that's so shitty that he obviously got on something, you know. And
you do think it is shitty?
Yeah, it's shitty because he was healing from something, and so that's the only way he healed from it.
Right. He broke his leg and he got on the juice to expedite the healing. Or that's how he justified it.
Yeah.
You're not okay with that?
No, not okay at all. Now, not in a fucking fight. When like these guys who are fighting, man, like I don't know. I just think that's so fucked up.
It's even a worse kind of cheating because like if someone cheats against you in CrossFit, they just ran faster than you took your money. This is like they're pounding your face in with you.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jan Clark, so Josh can treat himself to Paper Street coffee.
Butthole highway coffee.
I do want to talk about good dudes, and I do want to get back. Well, let's wait before we go to this. Let's talk about Conor a little more.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's going to be prepared. I think he's going to go out there. I think he's going to struggle to make weight. And
I just hope the fight goes.
I was going to say, I don't think the fight's going to go.
I'm really scared about this Jon Jones Gone fight too. Like, gosh, Jones was in the era of when main cards would fall apart like monthly.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so I'm always a little nervous when Jon Jones fights. If he's gonna make if something weird is gonna pop up or in the card's not gonna go because
something personal, Josh, like something in his personal life or like
exactly
like
anything. Yeah. Anything exactly like I mean anything. You never
get arrested.
You never know with Jones, man. I mean, I love watching him fight, but man, like God, how many fights did he like get against DC? You know,
did you see he squashed the beef with DC?
I saw something about it, yeah.
Which is interesting. I mean, sure, why not?
Yeah, I guess, right. I mean, DC's retired.
Squashing beefs is.
Nice, to be honest, I'm actually shocked that he's coming back. I didn't think he ever would. I thought that it was like it lingered too long.
Do you think he wins that fight?
Yes.
You think Jones wins?
I think Jones wins. Jones
takes him to the ground and murders him.
I don't even know if he'll have to take him to the ground, to be honest, man. Like, he's so good. Did you see that statistic where he's only fought for the title? He's fought for the title for 12 years. This is his first non-title fight, I think.
It's crazy.
Wait, is it a non-title fight?
I don't know what's happened over there in the heavyweight.
Yeah, the heavyweight division's weird because Ngannou's gone, right?
I don't know who the light heavyweight's weird division too. They got the new guy in there. Who is it? Jalen Turner? No, who is it?
Jamal Hill.
Yeah, Jamal Hill.
Or something Hill.
No, you're right. It is Jamal Hill. You're right. Who is the heavyweight champ, Souza? Do you know?
It wasn't It was Ngannou, but I don't think he's in the UFC anymore, right?
No, he's asking for $30 million for a boxing match.
Yeah, and so this might actually be for the title.
David Weed, they are fighting.
They are fighting for the belt.
No shit.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, so like every fight that Jon Jones has been in for 12 years has been a championship fight.
And Nathaniel Verduzco Richardson. Wow, what a name, Verduzco. Jon Jones can slam a 6-pack of Tecate, do a line of coke off a stripper's asshole, and then beat up a 240
He ain't making this up. He ain't making this up.
Lifelong fighter all in 24 hours.
Shevchenko. I don't know who Alexa Grosso is. Do you know who she is?
Yeah, just a little bit. I don't think she has anything for Shevchenko. Poor Shevchenko's.
Oh, Nichols on that card.
Oh,
that dude's a stud.
Yeah,
I watched him all through college, man. That dude's a fucking animal. And then those 2 fights on Dana White's Contender Series. Holy shit.
Crazy hype behind him.
Yeah.
Crazy hype.
I mean, he was he's a 3-time national champ for Penn State. Like a freak wrestler. And he's just like, you can tell he just doesn't give a shit. Like he's just going to go out there and he's ready to crush people. I think he's going to be fighting for the belt in 2 years. In 2 years, I think.
Are you watching the beef between Gordon Ryan and Nicky Rod and Craig Jones? Are you seeing it? Do you know who those people are?
Yeah, I know who they are. I don't know who the last person you said was, but I know who Gordon Ryan and Nicky Rod are. I've heard about it. Someone else was talking to me about that the other day.
It's pretty funny.
Is it?
Oh, it's savage. It's pretty funny because, yeah, it's a good internet fight.
Nice.
It's it's like,
who doesn't like a good internet fight?
God, we're all over the place. I'm gonna switch subject. Yeah, this guy's so great. This guy was the one who he's Volkanovski's trainer.
Is that you, Sevan? He's picking up and kissing?
Yes, it is. Hey, scroll up. Do you know who Gabby Garcia is?
Gabby Garcia,
6'5", female, the greatest jiu-jitsu female fighter ever, 280 pounds, juice to the gills.
Oh, I think so.
Wait, go to Craig Jones's Instagram, Susan. It's on there, and he has this thing going that, like, where he's fucking her.
Oh,
but he's really not. but you got to see this.
Do you know which one it is?
Keep going, keep scrolling. You'll see he'll be like holding a pair of her underwear, and the underwear is huge. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
So this is Craig. What's his name?
Craig Jones. He's the one that. Do you remember when? Look at what there she is. Yeah, that might be. And he's a huge dude. But scroll down. It was right past that.
The fight for equality continues.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Look at the dead center there, right there where she's there. Look at this. Okay. Let's see that.
Guys, me and Gabby did roll today. I'm not going to say what happened, but we did make a bet. And that bet was whoever loses has to make dinner. And here I am at Gabby Garcia's house with some dinner.
Oh, wait, scroll, go. Let me see. Go back to the page. There's one where he does this thing where he plays a prank on her and he pulls out these giant underwear. Anyway, do you remember when that guy, who was the guy, the Mexican cat who looks like a white dude out of LA who was choking Volk? He had him in a rear naked choke and Volk got out of it.
Is this just recently?
Yeah, at the 145 weight. They call T-City. They call him T.
Yeah, Brian Ortega.
Yeah. So Craig Jones, everyone's crediting Craig Jones, including Volkanovski, for why he got out of that. Nice. Super. So that's kind of his claim to fame. Dude, God, there's so many fighters to talk about.
What did you think about that fight, man? That Volkanovski Maklova.
I think Volkanovski is. I can't. I'm so blown away and so impressed. I don't even know what to say.
And if he had one more round, man, that fight switches and it's Volkanovski. Like, I was so impressed. I hope they run that back. I really do, because for the third round, or was it the fourth round? The fourth round is where Maklova basically just stalled and like took the round, and then, man, I was like, oh, it was a bummer.
Hey, dude, that was one of those fights where it was really frustrating because you knew Islam Makhachev won.
Makhachev,
but,
that's his name, yeah.
But I like the way you call him.
Baklava.
Yeah, baklava. but Volk kicked the shit out of him so bad in the 5th round, and you knew it was
Dude.
one more round. That's exactly what I thought. I go, oh shit, one more round, and he murders Islam.
Murders him.
Murders him.
Yeah. I know, man. I became like, it took me a little while to start liking Volkanovski, because remember those first title fights against Holloway? They were close, super close, man. And like, I actually thought that Holloway won one of them.
Me too.
And so I wasn't like on the Volkanovski train, and then now, dude, like it's hard not to be.
He I don't know if you remember, he was on the show.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, and he's pretty guarded. I mean, he stayed on with us for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
but we didn't get anywhere. He's guarded. He's hard to like in that sense. He didn't ever give it up.
Yeah,
and he's kind of like that in all the in all those behind the scenes things they do, whatever they are. What are those things called? The embedded series.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's a little guarded.
Gotcha.
Sevan, have you reached out to him again? Oh yeah, only 1,700 times.
Yeah, he ain't coming on the Savant show no more. Maybe the Savant and Josh show, but not the Savant show.
Right, it's true. Yeah. I can't even get Jack De La Magdalena on anymore.
Dude, you were there for a while. You were on the UFC kick, right? You had that guy who was like hooking you up. Is that not happening anymore?
We had Aljo on too. No, I think it's like how we started the show. I've just gotten so full of myself, and I think I'm the shit now that I'm just like, fuck those dudes.
Back it off, man. Hey, you gotta go back to humble Savant. And,
you know? Well, what about Tiger slipping the tampon? Do you know about that?
Absolutely loved it. Oh, of course I do. If Tiger's playing golf, I watch golf no matter what. I watch golf every weekend. But
I'm sorry.
I fucking love golf, and I don't care what you say.
So did you see that in real time when he did it? Were you watching? Oh,
I was watching that morning, but I must have like walked out of the room when that happened, because I think it was on the first tee with Thomas. And actually, Netflix has a really cool show right now called Full Swing, maybe, that's like actually going in with the PGA, and they're interview or like basically doing shows on like Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth and those guys. But yeah, that was hilarious. I mean, you could tell when Tiger like had to apologize for it. He's like, sorry. You know, like,
he did apologize for it.
Yeah. He's like, it's just guy stuff, man. Like, sorry if I offended anyone. You're just like, come on. Like, are you kidding me?
Hey,
it's getting so ridiculous.
In the press conference, he should have bought a box of them and been like, for anyone who's offended, I brought extra.
Can you imagine?
Out there.
Best out to the question. Like, I hope Tampax, whatever the fuck that brand is, pays him so much money, because they deserve it. Deserves it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good tagline in there. Tiger won't put it in for you, but it's what he but he approves.
So ridiculous.
What have we come to that's
like the thing they talk about,
or that they're upset? I mean, God,
well, the guy's 44. He's had his back fused together, his leg broken. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of these are self-inflicted dumb shit, but I mean, he's still out there like playing amazing golf. Like, whatever. Like,
didn't Rich give Josh a tampon after that 405 deadlift?
He might have. He could have. I might have killed him though. At that moment. That was one of those moments, that feeling we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, right. That was at the games. That wasn't at a.
That was at the games. That was the games. The 13 final two events.
Okay, for some reason.
Cinco 1 and 2.
From Trish. Oh, hello, Josh.
Trish.
We don't know what Trish is a regular on the show. We don't know if Trish is a man or a woman we don't know.
We don't assume her gender. Good.
No,
fluid. It's fluid.
Oh, Tiger's 47.
Oh, 47. Wow, I thought 44. Yeah.
He doesn't look so good.
He's definitely looking a little weathered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or like maybe he had some surgery that went wrong, or something.
He needs to hit that carnivore diet in the sauna cold tub.
Yeah, the ice bath for sure.
So you think oh, is this the sorry? Can I hear him say sorry?
Oh no, this is just a photo of him looking.
Well, he actually looks pretty good there.
Do you want me to find the sorry clip?
Sure, I'd love
it. It was in that it was in the post conference presser.
It's ridiculous that he would say sorry. I hope it's really over the top fake sorry. I didn't like it when he apologized, when he did that thing Remember when he got caught with like the 17 hookers or something, and Nike had him make an apology commercial?
Well, he had to. That was when it like. Yeah, I think he was apologizing to his wife, I believe.
I didn't like that either. It's like, well, I would have so much more respected him if he would have been like, everywhere I go. Well, first of all, I have hundreds of millions of dollars in cash, and everywhere I go, people are throwing.
I think he's a billionaire.
Sorry, billions. Sometimes I lose count. And
yeah, I can see that.
Josh, I'm Tiger Woods. Please be quiet. And everywhere I go, there's just so much vagina being thrown at me. Like I've been injured by flying vagina, and anyone who's never experienced that, shut up. Don't judge me. You know what I mean? Like,
don't you judge me?
Yeah. How the fuck is anyone?
You never took to golf, huh?
No.
You look like a golfer. You seem like the guy who would get his kids into golf. You know, you got your kids in tennis and all.
Well, that's true.
All these other sports, man. You want your kids to go places. I mean,
Josh, don't you feel like you and
your wife, you're not tall people, all right? So
golf shorties can play golf.
Oh yeah, and tennis is actually one where like here and there you'll find a shorter person, but not all too often. Most of them are monsters. So you want to give your kids a real like advantage. Start having them swing them golf clubs, buddy. There's no discrimination with golf.
You're fucking me up right here a little bit. You're fucking me up a little bit.
I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, listen, boys, like we can play basketball. That's fine. Like we ain't gonna lean into it too hard. All right. like let's be real here. I'll support you and I'll try to help you be able to jump higher and dribble. And like, dude, my oldest, like his basketball dribbling skills are crazy. Like it blows my mind sometimes. And I'll let him play basketball as long as he wants. But I'm like, man, you want to lean into something? I'll lean into. We can lean into golf. Like it is the longevity of the sport is crazy.
Are there any? But it doesn't seem fun.
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
Really?
So much fun.
It seems just so stressful.
Like just outside on green grass, like.
Hey Josh, don't all the pros seem weird? Like even Scott Stallings a little weird, a little bit of autism, a little too focused, a little like a pack of bees are attacking him and he doesn't know because he's cutting his nails.
It's a mental game for sure, man. And I think those guys, they can get messed up mentally for sure.
Like they can, right?
Yeah.
Any books I've read about like those excellent coaches, when they talk about the golfers, I'm like, God, that sounds horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love the game. I've been playing since I was 8. And so it's just such you do. It's like, I don't know, like even a bad day, you're still having a great time out there.
Does your chick golf?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's fucking fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You don't feel like you're wasting time watching golfing?
No, I love golf. I love it. I do.
Not like, hey, I should be working on a new blend of good dudes, or I should be doing some programming, or
I do programming. Actually, when I program, I have golf in the background. Because golf is on every weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a sport that never leaves you, no matter what.
What do you think about that golf thing that they do in Phoenix, where like dudes are taking off their shirts and instead of telling people to be quiet, they're like telling them to be loud?
The waste management. I want to go. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I think it's cool. I think that's a cool event, and everyone like loves it. Like Scott talks about it. He's like, oh, it's a cool event. That 16th hole where it's like, it sounds like you're in a football stadium and they're trying to, and there's actually a lot of hole-in-ones on that hole too.
You don't think it's like bastardizing the game? It's not like degrading the game. It's not.
No, I'm not a old fashioned. I know some of those old fashioned guys. You're like,
you don't think it's like slippery slope? Like, well, we'll let a couple boys in the girls' bathroom, and next thing you know, it's fucking. You don't think it's like that? We let.
No, I don't think, because that's been happening for years already, and like there's other courses aren't like that.
All right, what a crazy waste management is an awesome experience. Got to do it.
Yeah, I've heard it's pretty cool. And this year the weekend it was happening was a Super Bowl weekend in Phoenix. I was like, damn, it's gonna be gnarly this weekend.
A friend, I was in Phoenix that weekend, and a friend of mine went to the golf event. And
what were you doing in Phoenix?
Just hanging out with Greg.
Oh,
and he had a conference there, Broken Science Conference, a little different than the Super Bowl and the Waste Management Open.
Sounds the same, but different.
And a friend of mine went, and I saw him at a dinner party afterwards, and he goes, "Hey, you want to see a picture of my wife?" And I'm like, "Sure." And it's a picture of his wife and her friend with their fucking shirts off out on the 16th hole.
Jesus.
I'm like, wow.
They like to party.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Bruce Wayne, great question. He's 6,000 followers short of being invited to the.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
work. I'll keep working on it. All right.
I actually saw. I was in Greg's house, and the TV was on, and Greg was sitting on the couch, and we were talking, and then I looked up, and Scott Stalling was swinging.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, Greg, well, watch the TV like you're watching. This guy's a CrossFitter." And so I took a picture, and I sent it to Scott. But he's green now. Is he green to you? Did he change his phone number?
He must have blocked you.
Is that what happens? You go green when you're blocked?
I think so.
Fucking blocked.
You got blocked, punk ass.
Hey, he wouldn't block me. He doesn't know. He doesn't even know me well enough to block me.
His number hasn't changed. He might have had his phone off. Maybe, I don't know.
Does that happen?
Yeah, I think it does. Because like if I text people who are in like maybe I know they're flying, they'll be green when they're typically blue.
Yeah, it's not iMessage or there's not a Wi-Fi. Or something.
Can you look on your phone right now?
Yeah.
And do you see? Are there 3 5s in his phone number?
Let me see.
Not in a row, but
I know what you're saying. No.
Well, fuck. Well, I have the wrong number.
I'll get you squared away.
Is his area code 865?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Okay.
He might have changed his number.
I think you put me when I first started the podcast. You put me in touch with him.
Yeah, you know what? I think he did. I think his number did get changed. Yeah, you're right. I remember him texting.
Okay. Well, good. That makes me feel better. So I sent a picture of Greg watching it to him, and I was like so excited.
Just some random now.
Yeah, exactly. Like some person's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Sean, thank you for the $10. You think society has any right? Before we play the Tiger Woods clip, you think society has any right to be upset about that tampon thing? Do you think there's even like one, like, well, yeah, it's a little awkward. Yeah, me neither. Me neither.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, so not even a little bit, right?
No, because it's
what about this? But he's behaving like a 14-year-old boy.
Everyone wants to be offended, man. Everyone wants to be offended. Like, but it's ridiculous, like whatever.
Yeah, look at
I can't get into that shit. So
fuck no, no disrespect. Yeah. Oh, but he's making a lot of money, and there's women watching.
Sorry.
What does that got to do?
More fuck no's. Fuck no. Fuck society.
Yeah.
God, look at that dude's chick.
JD, get on you, brother.
That's his sister. That's his sister.
That's his sister.
Either way.
Chase Bryan, good try, but no. Okay. Yeah, I guess I was ghosted. Okay, let's watch Tiger Woods apologize here, and then I want to ask Josh about those before we lose him. Ask him about those kids fighting if he's okay with that. Okay,
yeah. Hey, what's this is the clip from TMZ. What do we think? We can play the whole thing. It's gonna slap us.
No, 7 seconds. 7 seconds. 7 inches. Just take 7 inches of it.
I'll just get it a 7 out of time. Okay.
Fucking permanently damaged. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It hasn't turned out that way, and if I had offended anybody, it was not the case. It was just
smirk. That smirk. It's like that. If I offended anybody, I don't give a fuck. But sorry.
Okay. Let's go. More.
Having fun. And as I said, if I offended anybody in any way, shape, or form, I'm sorry. It was not intended to be that.
Hey, did someone ask him to say that?
Yeah, a reporter asked about it. Mm-hmm.
But do you think Nike makes him say sorry?
Maybe. Yeah, possibly.
Like I think he got a call?
He's been in the game long enough to know that this is just protocol, right?
I think he knows he has to do that shit. Exactly.
Why not double down? And get even more
Yeah.
and get more publicity.
He's not you, Sevan. That's why.
The people offended at Tiger's joke are the same people that think it's fine for Dylan Mulvaney to sponsor tampons and appropriate womanhood. God, do you know who Dylan Mulvaney is, Josh?
No.
Good. Good.
Is that who is that?
TikTok superstar tranny. Like it's a dude who's turned himself into a girl, and it's not cool. It's not cool what he's done. I mean, it's fine. It's fine if he wants to do that for himself, or if he wants to do that for himself, turn himself into a girl. But just the way they've paraded him around, like, hey, everyone should do it. You know, I just saw this lady yesterday. It came out in a news report. It was a man. Do you know the SEAL who switched himself to a woman? And now he's switching himself back to a man.
No, he was a damn that guy. And I did see that it was in Fox where he was like, they're too willing to do these surgeries and hormonal effects too quick, because sometimes it's just like, he basically is like come out and being like, I don't know what the fuck was going on for a while, right? And that what it was.
Well, basically, there's so many that are coming out now, and men who they transition to women, and they all have the same tagline. They're like, I went in there with a fucking mental disorder, and instead of helping me, they allowed me to self-diagnose as transgender, and they acted on it. Yeah. They allowed me to self-diagnose, and they acted on it. We just covered yesterday about a poor guy who had his fucking penis removed, and now he wants to come back to being a dude. And it's like, yeah, dude, like, what are you doing? Someone's not okay, and you're performing surgery on them. What are you doing? It's mean.
People are so scared to like dabble, even like have any issues with it, or like I think I listened to a Rogan podcast where they're like, you're not allowed, there's no crazy, like every aspect of every type of human being, there's like everyone is allowed to have some, like there's some crazy out there, and there can be something issues, and that's the only one where it's like there's no room for crazy. Like everyone if they want to transition and they want to be transgender, like great, let's help them out,
right?
You know.
Hey, I heard another professor like it, I don't remember where, Columbia or something, say if someone's anorexic, we don't help them get skinnier. We're like, hey, we'll cut off half your stomach and make you skinnier. Right. Or and they said the last surgery that they ever did for a psychiatric disease or issue was lobotomies, and that's where they removed the front of your brain and took a butter knife and mashed you.
Jesus.
And they don't do that anymore. Now, once again, there's a psychiatric issue, and we've started doing surgeries for psychiatric issues again. It's like, dude, leave these fucking people, all to make money, I think, too, dude.
Always.
Right.
Nuts.
You know, you can't go in to the hospital, Josh, and be like, hey, I don't identify with this arm. Cut it off. You can't do that. It's illegal. They can't do that legally.
Really?
Yeah, no. But if you don't identify with your penis, Josh, they'll fucking
they'll have that thing off.
Dr. Hackett.
Are you going to like SEAL reunions and shit like that? Do you do all that? Are you still involved in the community?
Not really. No, I mean those they do have.
Dave
reunions.
Goes to that stuff. You don't get invited. Do you not get invited?
I guess not. Yeah. I don't know. No, yeah, I don't go out. I've only been to San Diego maybe twice since I moved. And that was for those two camps that I've been doing. And
how are the camps going?
They're going great. Yeah, they're going great, man. I mean, I've done 3 of them, and they're a lot of fun. And we're actually in April, we're going to come to the UK and do PAM camps in the UK.
Holy shit.
So yeah, go check them out on Eventbrite.
There's a link down at the bottom of the PAM camp, Souza. I wanted to ask Josh about some of these pictures. Why are you going to the UK? Just there's a demand?
Yeah, they just a CrossFit gym reached out and was like, hey man, I think we have a lot of people who'd want to come out here and do the PAM camp for you, or do the PAM camp with you. And so we're gonna do 4 one-day events over there at CrossFit Free Soul in Newbury.
So all these pictures are from one camp. These are all the same.
That one is, yes, that's the last one we just did.
Same cohort. Okay, so what's going on here? Tell me what's going on. Is that San Diego? That's San Diego?
That's San Diego. That's on Coronado Beach. We just finished up a little beach workout the final morning on Sunday morning. And crushed a good beach workout, and then
Just a lot of big dudes.
Yeah, it's a lot of dudes. I think that we only had one female. That this one we normally have like 3. We had like 5 people who this is their second one of the first 3.
Oh shit!
So, yeah.
And why are people saying they're coming back?
Oh, they just had such a great time. And it's not the same. I mean, we do a couple of the same. We do a trail run that's still the same, but everything else is different, you know. And then people ask different questions. We just hang out. It's at my house in San Diego where I trained out of my gym, out of my garage. Sorry. And it's a cool time. It's a good time.
So there's a historic piece to it too. They can see where you came up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, it's not just a normal gym. It's my garage gym. And then we do the trail run, that one right there that I literally ran weekly. And then we go to the beach in Coronado and do a little beach beat down.
Hey, who are the people there? Are these aspiring games athletes? Are these people who want to become SEALs? Are these?
It's all kinds of people, man. You know, it's like, it's literally every different, it's people who, for some reason, I don't know, they just resonated with me and they want to come, I don't know, pick my brain and work out. And there are, like, we had some younger kids. We had this time, this was funny. This is a crazy story. So we're sitting there talking, we're doing a Q&A, and the guy is like, he's like, how long do you think you could do like CrossFit and be okay? You know, and not get injured, and how sustainable is CrossFit? And I looked at him and I was like, well, I've been doing CrossFit, you know, since January 2005, and I'm fucking doing pretty great. And I don't think I'm ever going to go away from it. And I go, how long have you been doing CrossFit? And he goes, well, this was my first CrossFit workout. And I was like, why are you here? And I was like, wow. In my head, I'm like, I was so confused and baffled, and it kind of came off wrong. Like, why are you here?
Yeah.
But it was more like, how do you know?
Hey, congratulations. That's a huge compliment.
I was like, how do you know who I am? Like, if you don't know CrossFit, you know, like, I don't know. It was like, I was so confused. And he wasn't even, and then it came out, another guy goes, yeah, this is my first CrossFit workout too. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy.
So what, these guys just found you on Instagram?
Yeah, they just found me on Instagram.
They liked,
they just resonated with my, I don't know, with me as a person or whatever. And then they both decided to come to the camp. It was fucking crazy. I was baffled.
I don't know how to say this without it sounding weird, but I wish there was a better word than cool. I mean, you are pretty fucking cool. You weren't always cool though, were you? Or were you always cool?
I think so. I think I've always been pretty cool.
Seriously, even in high school, you were cool? You always cool?
I mean, what do you mean by that?
People want to gravitate to you. You're fun to be around. People want to talk to you. You're like, you know, there's there's a lot of fucking rocks out there, and then you just see one rock and you're like, fuck, and you're on the beach and like, whoa, that rock's fucking all soft and polished and it's like a perfect shape, and it's just, you're really nice. You're just like a really cool human being. Like,
well, you are. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I've always been that way, but I mean, like, I've always had friends, and I've never had like one group that I stuck with. You know, it was like, oh, I only hang around with these guys. Where you see that, right? You see people who only have their 5-10 friends. In high school, like I was friends with most people, I felt like, and so I don't know.
Like I had this friend one time. It was a girl, and I was like, "Man, you're so nice." And she goes, "You know, I had this awakening one day. Someone goes, hey, you're just a bitch." And that day forward, I realized, oh shit, I don't want to be a bitch anymore. and like, you didn't have like some sort of like, there's no moment in your life where you're like, hey, I'm gonna drop this and everything changed for you, or like, hey, that's dumb that I do. And then,
no, I mean, I definitely like, I've had dumb moments in my life. I mean, in high school, I drank way too much and probably was an asshole at times that I shouldn't have been an asshole. But you know, typically
what do you think you do to work on yourself that makes you so cool? What makes you do?
I don't think I'm that cool, but I mean,
you are so fucking cool, dude. You're fucking so cool.
I feel like I've always just been like tried to be true to myself, you know, like I've never tried to be someone else to be someone's friend. And I try to tell my kids that, you know, like I see my older son sometimes he's a people pleaser. And so like, I think sometimes he wants people to be his friends. And I'm like, man, like if you have to change who you are or do things that you don't feel are right to be someone's friend, you don't want to be that person's friend anyways, And so I think that's something I've always told myself, right? It's like, I'm not going to change for anybody. And I don't know if it's just me being, I don't even know how to really put it, but yeah, I've just never really wanted to pretend in my life. I've never tried to be. I'm not a ass kisser.
Never. You weren't in high school and you tried, and then all of a sudden at one point you're just like, "Fuck, this is too much work. I'm done. I'm just gonna do me."
No, I never really wanted.
You just
to
knew
try.
from the
I
beginning.
I just knew from the. I don't know. Yeah,
I never wanted to please anyone.
I don't know. I just.
Hey, I think how that translates is that.
Oh, here we go. Dario, Pam Camp 03.
I'm class Pam Camp 03. I had a blast hanging out with a bunch of good dudes and girl. Dark Lord, pay the man, $10. Thank you. Manny C. Serrano. Josh, my 20-year-old boy is joining the Navy. You were one of his inspirations.
I appreciate that. I hope he crushes it.
I think when someone like you doesn't, when you don't try to please people, it makes it so you're actually more accepting of other people. And so other people feel more free around you probably too. So you're free. And so then they feel free, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Do you get exhausted by people who are posturing? Like if you go somewhere?
Yes.
Like that Hollywood type, like someone's posturing? And
for sure. It's very exhausting. It's yeah. I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah.
So this you do this camp, and then you're about to do a fourth one. So, but why one day in the UK? Why not?
I just feel like I want to. A lot of times, if you do a 3-day camp, right? Some people just can't make it because it is 3 days and they can't get 3 days off. And so I feel like if I'm traveling over there, you can do multiple days if you want to, because they're not going to be the same day.
Okay.
Okay. But
I like that. I like that.
We're doing 4 separate days technically.
All over the UK?
No, just all CrossFit Free Soul. It's in a good location. It's like 40 minutes outside of London. And so, easily accessible. And they're the ones that reached out. So I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Are you dreading the trip? Like, what will you do? Will you go like 4 days early and stay 4 days late so that
I'll probably go 2 days. No. So what we're doing, so me and my lady, we can travel. We're going to do 2 weekends. And then the week in between, we're going to like actually go travel and like check other places out, like London out and stuff. I've been to London a few times. I don't really need to check it out, but she wants to go.
Right. The thought of I've reached this place in my age, the thought of getting on a plane for 10 hours makes me want to throw up. Dude.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's nice being in Denver because it's more middle of the country and everything's a little bit shorter to get to. When I was in San Diego, man, everything was fucking 4 or 5 hours. But
you had a great airport though. Denver's an ass airport. San Diego, you just pull up and you're there, right? Denver's like, what the fuck?
I hate the Denver airport.
Me too. It's horrible.
I fucking hate that airport, man.
And you were spoiled by San Diego. It's tiny.
Dude, I was in San Diego. I could be at the airport in 8 minutes from my house. Now it's 38 minutes. And it's so far and it's so in the middle of, it's basically in fucking Kansas. It's not even in Colorado.
I agree. Thank you for saying that.
And they did it on purpose. And you want to know why? I figured this out is because people basically have to drive there and park there. They're fucking making millions of dollars a day on parking. Millions, dude. They have 2 parking lots on both sides of the airport. And dude, it's $30 a day to park there. And I'm talking like, if I'm traveling for more than 3 days, it's not worth taking like an Uber to it. It would be just the same price, right? So I parked there almost every travel, and it's like I'm like I was like doing the math because the parking lots are always full, and I'm like, they're making fucking millions of dollars a day.
Has your car been broken into at the airport?
No.
One of my friends just had his catalytic converter stolen at the San Jose fucking International Airport.
Well,
that makes me want to kill someone. Yeah, if it's not safe to park your car in an airport, then fuck you.
Does he have a Toyota?
Toyota or Civic or some little ship box.
Dude, Cadillac converters on Toyotas are like high dollar. I had my Cadillac converter stolen off my my first 4Runner in San Diego.
Yeah, I was throwing
in
out
front
of
of
my
my
truck,
house.
too.
In front of my
Yep.
house.
Me too.
Yeah. You just start driving. And you're like, why does it sound like I don't have a muffler?
Hey, and then you get to Denver, and then you got to get in a then you park, and then you got to take the bus to the shuttle, and then the shuttle to the airport. I just feel like I'm watching my life flush down the toilet there.
Dude. And then you got to take the train to your thing, and it's always fucking packed. Always, no matter what time of day you go. That Denver airport, I think it's the most.
Osama bin Laden's on your flight. Who cares? Pack it in. Pack it in. No one cares.
It is a fucking ordeal, man. That airport is not the deal.
Yeah. Hey, yesterday I wonder if I can explain this. Curious to get your advices on this. Yesterday this is the first time I'm going to tell the story completely honest.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's gonna be good.
You know when there's a freeway like this, and then you have to go under the underpass and then turn to get on the freeway.
Yeah.
Right. So you go under the underpass. You know this spot too, Susan. It's at the bottom of my street. I go down my street and I'm getting on the freeway to go southbound on the freeway. And so there's a lane here and a lane. Oh, it's backwards. There's 3 lanes at the stoplight before the left-hand turn on the freeway. There's 3 lanes, right? So there's the lane that turns left to go onto the freeway. Then there's the lane that goes straight. And then there's another lane that goes straight. And everyone here is backed up fucking 3 stoplights back because everyone's turning left to get on the freeway.
Uh-oh.
The far right lane's wide open. So I stay in the far right lane, pull all the way up to the front. It's a red light. Then at the green light, I gun it and get in front of everyone.
You're that guy. I knew exactly where you were going with this story.
Okay.
I knew exactly where you're going with the story. Not a good dude.
No
wonder you switch coffee companies.
I'm fucking confident as fuck because they got testosterone and paper street.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I was late. I had my two I had my son in my car. No, I had all 3 of my boys in my car, and I was taking them to tennis, and I was late. And the car that I pulled in front of, and now I'm pulling up, he gets pissed, and it's a van.
A van off.
It's a big, huge van, like a
Sprinter van or something.
Like a van. It said like Satoria Emporium on it or something. It's a bit, like a Sprinter van, and it was like a commercial van. And he pulls out around me, speeds up next to me, like he's gonna fucking pull in and hit me. He decides it's
feisty.
He decides it's not a good idea and goes one more car forward and pulls in front of that car just as the light's turning red and fucking rams that car and fucking hits it.
What?
Yeah. And although they're only, and it's a Scion. It's a little Scion.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a cube that with wheels.
Little mouse car, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, holy shit. And now I'm staying, like, I don't pull all the way forward. I've like, because I'm thinking that guy's going to get out and I'm going to have to fucking speed away with my tail between my legs. And like, he's just pissed and he's going to take it out on someone. So the guy in the Scion's like honking his horn and like going like this, pull over. And now, so that van's at the red light to be the first one to turn left, then the Scion, then me, and then we're all going to get on the freeway. The light turns green and the van just gets on the freeway.
Oh, just
and floors it. So the Scion floors it after him, is chasing him. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch this shit. So I chase, but I'm staying back like 10 cars because I got my 2 boys in, and I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking someone's gonna pull out a gun and start shooting.
Oh yeah.
So I take pictures of the cars with my phone. I get video. I take pictures, and eventually the Scion puts on its signal, and it's like trying to tell the van to get off, and the van won't. And the Scion just gets off the freeway. And the van keeps going, but he's going weird slow. He's going like 47 in the slow lane, and all the cars are passing us. And I don't want to pass him because I don't want to look at his eyes, right? I don't want him like pulling out a gun. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want him to I don't want him to swing over and fucking hit me or nothing. So we go, and he gets off. And now they've both gotten off. And it's over.
Okay.
But I didn't drop it. I called 911.
Oh.
I reported the incident.
What'd you tell him?
Gave him the fucking license plates, numbers of the fucking cars, and I told the lady the whole fucking story.
You think they got a hold of anybody?
I don't know. I'm like, hey, I just saw something fucking crazy. I didn't tell the part about me inciting it. I left that part out.
Instigating it,
the beginning
lighting the
part,
fuse.
No, I didn't get off. I went. What's the moral of the story? Do you think that I should have? Afterwards, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have called 911. Maybe I should have left it alone.
Yeah. I mean, I think
What would you do?
I think
Would
it's
you
gonna
have told?
I don't think I would have called anybody. No.
No.
No, I would have been like,
Go ahead. Let me
I was
have
like,
it. Is
that's
that-
fucked up, man.
You think- you think that was-
rammed that car?
Yeah, you think it was
Later.
so
Yeah.
I started thinking, oh shit, maybe the Scion was like an illegal because there's tons of fucking Mexicans because I am around tons of fields and shit. I'm like, what if I fucked that dude in the Scion? That's why he let that guy hit him and run.
Or he probably maybe thought it wasn't that bad, and it was like maybe he didn't want to fucking get into it with the dude in the van, and like he thought there could have been.
Dude, it was bad. It was fucking bad.
Like, he
It
fucked his
rammed.
car? Like,
It
he
rammed the
missed-
Scion so fucking hard. The Scion, even though it was only going 5 miles an hour, the Scion like just slid over like 6 feet, like
Oh.
wham, like just hit it right on the side. Like get
was
the
like
fuck
the
out
whole
of
was
my-
the whole door messed up.
the whole front left fender and door were just smushed in.
Jeez. Yeah, that's I mean, those cars are pieces of trash, but I mean, I don't know. You know,
Hey,
maybe
and it was-
he was gonna replace it soon, anyways.
Look at Melissa. You should not have called. Not cool, Sevi. Really? I should not have.
Well, if the dude in the Scion called and then gave the license plate number and said he was in a hit and run, and here's the license plate number of the car, and then you called behind it and then confirmed.
I don't know
story.
that. You're speculating that
I'm
maybe
speculating it. Well, why
Oh,
else? Because the Scion got off the
oh.
freeway first, right?
Oh,
So maybe he called in, gave the license plate number. They're like, okay, thanks. We'll keep an eye out for him. We dispatched it to the units. And then so he said, okay, fuck it. I'm going to pull off. Because ultimately, what are you going to do?
Oh,
You're going to
I
chase
like
him
that
down. You're going to
story.
do a little
Yeah,
pit
see,
maneuver or
Josh?
something,
See?
you know?
now I'm Sean M. You instigated a fight and then called the police on the people who were fighting. You accidentally instigated a fight.
Accidentally.
I don't know if you accidentally.
Josh asked Sevan about his MDMA stash.
What is that?
Nothing.
You got an MDMA stash?
No,
tell me about
no,
it. Tell
I don't
me
even
the
know what he's
story.
talking
Tell
about.
me the story.
Souza always saving Sevi. Oh shit! Now I'm getting tore up. The dispatcher answers 911. It's him again. It was only my third call this week.
Hey, Peggy. Sevan again. We got another one.
Yeah.
So do you
I
think
like
it's
how you
wrong?
use Peggy.
Do you think it's wrong that I called?
Yeah, I think it's messed up, man.
You do?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's wrong, but it's weird.
With Souza's story, it makes me look like a good guy.
I try to
Yeah.
do that. That's my role, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Calling the police is like forcing Tiger to apologize. I like that one. Yeah.
Yes, wrong. Really? Okay, we'll have to do a show and people can call in and chastise me and tell me why it's wrong.
Yeah. How are the boys?
I'm a good Samaritan. Sevan, you were a little tattletale in grade school too.
Dick Butter. Jesus. What a name.
We got quite a cast here in the chat.
Yeah.
The
Right.
other person should be the one calling no victim, no crime. No. And this is a fucking cop. Are you fucking kidding me? What if that guy was drunk on the road? There's also, don't make me get into, I'm not going to fight with you guys. I have Josh here, but I'll fight with you guys later. Hey, you can't have someone on the road who's fucking ramming people.
Yeah, that's a little gnarly. That's a gnarly, like aggressive move. And they
I was
must not
really
give a
excited I
fuck.
saw it. It's only the
Yeah.
second time in my life where I've seen a car intentionally hit another car and take off.
And take off.
Yeah, I saw that once in New York too. I saw a BMW ram a cab at a red light and push it through the fucking red light
Oh, fuck.
and then speed away.
I wish I had that like don't care attitude, right? You know, like that's
How much money do you have that? Like, fuck it,
Yeah.
I just ram cars.
either a lot or a little. A lot or a little.
Either zero or a lot of zeros.
Yeah, exactly. How are the boys, man?
They're good. They're really good. Life's good. I took them to you got me all fucked up because I do know that the average height of a pro tennis player, male, is it's something crazy. It's like
Gotta be
6'5".
like 6. Yeah, those
It's something really weird.
those tennis boys that are tall can rip on that ball, man.
And there is one Venezuelan Jew, who's like number 9 in the world, who's like 5'9". But my kids won't even be close to 5'9".
Look up look up how tall
Midget tennis?
Matt Chan is. Not Matt Chan. Maybe
Oh,
it was.
6'2". The average height of the top 10 male tennis players in the world is 6'2".
There was this USA guy who was Asian. He was Asian though.
Uh-huh.
And he was not very tall. I think his last name was Chan. I don't remember what the first name was.
Hey, dude, when my kids go to tennis tournaments,
Yeah.
There's it's him. He's the token white dude. Then there's one token black dude, and then the rest are Asian and Indian.
Yeah.
And then when we go to we go to a bunch of jiu-jitsu tournaments. Oh, my boys destroyed their last jiu-jitsu tournament, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking dudes up. That was awesome. Like lots of gold
Michael
medals.
Chan. Oh, Chang. There it is.
Wow, look at his quads.
Oh, he's
5'9".
5'9".
Still a giant.
I thought he was tall. I thought he was shorter.
He's still a giant.
giant. I thought he was shorter than that. He was a stud though.
And they go to jiu-jitsu tournaments, and it's all black hairs, right? It's all Filipinos and Mexicans, and that it's all just like Latin people south of San Diego, right?
Yeah.
And then you go to skateboarding events, and it's all just, fucking white kids. It's a trip. And so I'd like the fact that my kids have these three like cultural like experiences, right? That they go to these things that are it's like Dave told me, if you go to a shooting competition, it's all Filipinos. Like they just run that shit.
That's interesting, man. I wouldn't even have any idea of that.
Right. Exactly. Right. Fernando, PMI Premium Services. I haven't seen you in a while, Fernando. Hey,
instead of donating money to Sevan, you should go to Good Dude's Coffee and actually just buy a bag of coffee.
I'm sorry. This podcast is over.
Just letting you all know.
This podcast is. I was going to donate $50, but for you not being a good dude, I'll donate $19. I am a good dude. I pulled a drunk driver off the street.
No, you're not.
Now he's drunk.
Yeah.
Here's the shortest pro tennis player, 5'6".
Damn, that's the shortest. There's shorter NBA players.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like Muggsy Bogues was 5'3". Spud Webb was 5'6" or 5'5".
Was Spud Webb that tall?
He was 5'5" or 5'6". But that's crazy. The shortest pro tennis player is 5'6".
And I would. What's
you
the
got your
highest
kid?
that
You got your kids in the wrong sport, buddy.
What's the highest that guy's ever ranked? That guy. I don't believe that guy's even pro. He's from Bell. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Crazy. How crazy is that? And Muggsy Bogues was like an all-star.
I feel like he was the token midget
5'3", man.
That guy was ranked 29th.
in the world.
Yeah, in 2004. It was like his highest ranking, 29th, July 5th of 2004.
I wonder who the shortest guy is now on the circuit. Anyway, so basically all they do, you know what I'm thinking, Josh? So two of the boys are 6 and one of them's 8.
Mm-hmm.
So their days like, piano, tennis, jiu-jitsu, skateboarding, repeat. Those are the main things. And then, I was thinking like when the twins are 8 and they play a lot of music and they sing and shit. When the twins are 8 and Avi's 10, I'm going to hire someone to see if they can like get them to play music together.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be their next thing, because they're never pro skateboarding, pro tennis, pro jiu-jitsu. They're not. It's
so funny how we assume that our kids are going to go pro, and I do the same thing, man. Anytime my kids get involved in anything, they're going. I
don't want to say I assumed it. They cried at their first. They still cry. Like my son won. My son won the fucking gold at the jiu-jitsu tournament in a massive bracket with 11 dudes. And then I asked him shit like, "Hey, how'd you know you were gonna? Why'd you go out there? Last tournament you didn't go out there. You were scared." He's like, "I saw the other kid crying, so I was like, fuck it, I could beat him."
It's so funny those combat sports like that, right? Wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing. I'm sure is kind of like this too. I'm sure, I think it's kind of. I don't know. I don't know how much I believe in like little kids boxing anyways, but that's the easiest sport to tell when a kid is winning and when they're losing. If they're winning, they're not crying, and if they're losing, they're crying. It's like, man, Little League wrestling was nuts. Both my boys are doing basketball now.
What's crazy is that I'll hear the tennis coach talk about stress to the kids about being out there. I'm like, dude, you have there's nothing more stressful than a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Right,
I mean, tennis is stressful, but not. I mean, my kids are so stressed before a match. Dude, so stressed.
I remember the butterflies. I could still feel the butterflies in my stomach before wrestling matches in high school. Like the amount of nerves going out on that mat, and then you just and then the whistle blows, and it's like they all go away.
Game on. That's why people get injured in those sports.
Yeah.
Because it's two dudes full throttle, maximum adrenaline, right?
Yeah, and girls now. I mean,
and girls.
Girls wrestling is freaking huge now.
And savage.
Yeah, dude, they're freaking animals. Like the USA wrestling for girls is a phenomenal. Like our program is crushing it. We had the blonde girl. What was her name? Started with an M, but she won the gold medal. And dude, like girls wrestling took off.
I wonder if she's going to eventually go to the UFC.
I doubt it. She's been back into her career for wrestling for sure. I can't. You looking for it, Soza?
Yeah, is it
She's got blonde curly hair.
Okay, this is not.
I saw two grown ladies fight at a wrestling meet. The kids were like 4 and 5. That's awesome.
I could see that for sure. God, what is her name? I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. I haven't had enough coffee yet.
It's crazy how much the parents yell.
Oh, dude, I've almost gotten a couple fights at wrestling matches with my kids.
Yeah.
Well, I was also coaching, and so I was coaching a different kid, not one of my sons, and the other team's coach after the match. I mean, the kid, like our kid, just crushed the kid, and the other kids must have been his dad. I think that came up to me, and he's like, your kid was biting my kid," and I'm like, looking at this guy, I go,
"That's a pretty crazy accusation."
Exactly, and I go, "That's gnarly." And if I would have seen him biting, and I could see the whole, I mean, I'm clear as day. I'm like, I would have told him to stop. I would have stopped the match. You know, I'd have been like, hey, telling the referee, like, hey, he's biting him. And I would have lost my shit on the kid.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, you're telling me you think that I'm teaching there she is. Yeah. Helen Morales. That's it. Yep.
Oh, she looks European as fuck.
Yeah. She won the gold medal. Gosh, I think 12. Was it 2016 or 16? And like after that, man, girls wrestling just like blew up in the States. But anyways, so yeah, like, so the dad comes up to me and he's telling me, you know, your kid was biting my wrestler, my son. And I was like, you're telling me, like, you're basically calling me a piece of shit because you're saying I would tell my kid or let my kid bite your kid in a wrestling match.
Yeah, that way. Take it personal, Josh.
And the dude was like right in my face. And I'm like, bro, you need to back up. Your kid was losing, so he was crying, and he lied to you because he lost.
Oh,
right?
shit.
I was like, dude, just back up, man. Like, this is stupid. I'm like, the kids were like 9 years old at the time. I was like, you're out of your mind.
Yeah,
you should have been the dad. How's it going? You should have put him in his place.
I
love it.
You just made that dude's day. You made Josh Bridges laugh, Austin.
Yeah,
good job.
That was good.
It is crazy. It is crazy intense with the parents. Some of the parents are like just leaning over the fence, yelling so loud, and I'm like, almost to a point where it's like inappropriate. And I've done this thing. I was just at a match recently where it was no gi, and the other kid was fucking Avi up, and the mom was just yelling, yelling, and I'm just being calm. And then finally Avi gets the kids back and starts choking the kid.
Yeah.
And I look at her and I start screaming, "Squeeze, Avi, squeeze!" But I would have never said it if she would. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she opened the floodgates, and he ended up tapping the kid.
Yeah, man. That like aggressiveness can be contagious, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, you're just like you gotta like really step back from it, because if not, like you can get really torn.
Well, and everyone at these events could kick my ass. Like all the moms and dads, like everyone's got cauliflower ear, and like all the chicks are like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's like part lowrider convention. Like
Dude,
there's so many ladies with like huge fake tits and these shirts that are too small, and they're with their husbands who are fucking like, it's nuts.
I saw this one dad. He was he called his 10-year-old son. He told him he was being a pussy.
Wow.
I was like, Jesus, man. I was like, is this for real? Like,
yeah.
He literally they literally walked off the mat. The son was like pretty beat up because he lost his wrestling match. And I get it, man. Like, how do you expect a 5 to 10-year-old be able to handle their emotions from a match like that, where they really they just got handled. And then most adult men can't handle their emotions. And and this dad is like expecting his 10-year-old son to be able to like chill out and be okay with just getting beat up on a mat, and he's like calling his son a pussy. And I'm like, I wonder why your son is so fucked up, man. Like that. It was so wild. Like it infuriated, like my blood would start to boil when I would see shit like that.
You think there's any there's any win in that direction? Like, you do hear these stories of these great people whose dads were just fucking monsters to them.
I mean, I think there can be. I think it just depends on how the kid takes it, right?
Like it's a big risk. Like, hey, you can call your kid a pussy and slap him around, and there's a 1% chance he might be the greatest ever, but there's a 99% chance he gets addicted to fentanyl and dies.
Or I think, exactly, exactly, right. Like, I don't think the risk versus reward there is too high. I think it's lots of affliction shirts. Exactly. I just think it's just crazy, man.
We had Amanda Levy on here, a female jiu-jitsu fucking super stud chick, and her dad used to take her to jiu-jitsu tournaments and sign her up in her weight class and then the 3 weight classes above. And she said she'd go to tournaments 0-14.
Jesus.
Just and her dad just didn't care. Like, get out there and work.
Yeah. It's wild.
Like, it's like borderline abusive. But now that girl, Gabby Garcia, that giant chick that she beat Gabby Garcia, and she's 60 pounds less than Gabby Garcia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So at some point you're just kind of like, God, at what point do you just I mean, I've definitely said that to my kids before. Not in that environment. I've said to my kids, don't be a pussy. Get out there. But not like
not like in a derogatory term. Not like,
usually I'm joking. It's not at a fucking wrestling tournament and they just failed. It's more like he threw his fucking shoe in the swimming pool and it's cold and I'm like, jump in there and get it. And he's like, no, I'm like, you threw it in there. Don't be a pussy. Get it. Take responsibility. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's not like, hey, that dog bit you, go bite him back. Pussy. So I'm not like a complete asshole. Yeah. But there is a time to be like, right? I
mean, there's definitely times to like talk.
Are you really soft, Dad? Are you really soft, Dad?
No, I wouldn't say I'm soft. Oh. My kid just got in trouble at school, and
you said, "Did you win?"
If it was a fight, he wouldn't have been in trouble. Unless he instigated it for some reason.
Unless he lost.
No, but I made him, like, we went downstairs and I was like, listen, like, I know that me punishing you, putting you in your room, sitting in your room ain't gonna do anything. And so we're gonna go downstairs and you're gonna do burpees until I'm tired of watching you do burpees.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And we did burpees for a while. And I was like, I didn't get tired. I wasn't tired. I was like, I was enjoying myself. So and I'll tell you,
Did he cry? Did he cry?
No. He didn't cry. He's the good thing about my older son is he mans up and he takes punishments, and I feel like he does learn from them, right? And he normally takes them like a man though too. He doesn't, or not like a man, whatever you want to call it. Like he handles it. He takes it on the chin. He's like, there's sometimes actually I'm like, dude, you should have told me that before I punished you, because I probably would have changed the punishment. Like right. He's more, he just owns up to it though. He's very much like, okay. He's like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Like I should have been better. And then afterwards, I'm like, we're doing burpees for, God, I don't know, 35 minutes or so.
How many do you think he did? You think he did 200?
Probably. If I had to guess, I don't know. I didn't count one. And I told him that. I go, I didn't count even one. I have no idea how many you did. Just to make it sting even worse. And then afterwards, he kind of tells me the full story of why he got in trouble. And I was like, dude, why didn't you tell me that first? He's like, well, because I could have done it a little differently and not retaliated, basically, because he was kind of instigated in the situation.
Are you going to tell us what it is?
Well, so what I was told was that he was teasing a girl.
He likes her.
No, she liked him. And so, yes. So in my head, I was like, we don't pick on people. We are not bullies. And I will not tolerate in this house whatsoever. Like if I catch you picking on someone that an innocent person, like that is when you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay the man.
So it was okay that I
And,
called the cops. I was standing up for
Yeah.
someone. That's good. Okay.
And so, but then it comes out he was really more so retaliating because she was picking on him because they dated, whatever, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, 12 years old, and he broke up with her, and she, so she started like she was upset because she still liked him, and so she was calling him short or something, and so he was pissed, and him and his but like they basically just were like he was like defending himself almost, and I was like, all right. So you should have told me the whole story, but still, next time just walk away. The girl obviously just her feelings are hurt, and that's how she's handling it.
Right.
So yeah, it was
Passion.
12-year-old love, man. It's rough, just the way a mother likes it.
Oh, you have a 12-year-old and
10-year-old.
yeah. I had the boys. This has happened a couple times. The boys were taking a shower, getting ready for bed, and they were fucking around in the bathroom. And I have a rule: no fucking around in the bathroom. And they fuck around a lot, dude.
Yes.
They fuck around
How about
so
that? Do they have
much.
they have a tub and they just like splash like it's a fucking.
Well, no,
a
this
pool
is
party?
they were in I have a shower that's just open, no door.
Yeah, okay.
So they were getting in their shower, and I was fucking getting their night clothes, and they start fucking around in there, start pushing each other. I have a rule: don't touch anyone in the fucking shower, you guys, because it always ends up turning into a fight.
Right.
And so they start one of them starts doing it, and I just turn off the shower and I dry them. And one of them's like, "Oh, you're gonna make us do burpees? It's freezing cold in the garage, probably 40 degrees." I'm like, "They're fucking right." I had them all put on underwear. I took them to the garage. I had them do 100 burpees, and one of them goes, "That's not so bad." So I had them do another fucking 100.
You know what you do?
This is 2 nights ago. So they did 200 fucking burpees, and they're just laughing at me the whole time.
You know what you got to do?
I just fucking put them back in the shower. I'm like, "You win."
Put 5-pound dumbbells in their hands. They won't like those burpees anymore.
Oh, right. I actually have 2-pound dumbbells. That's actually would
Yeah.
be good. Yeah.
I did that. Actually, I started with man makers. So I was like, no, we're going to do devil presses. And I was like, we're going to start with devil presses. Then in my head, I'm like, he's got a basketball game this weekend. He might get sore from this. So I was like, after like 5 minutes of devil presses, I was like, all right, put the dumbbells down. We'll just go to body weight.
Wow. Oh, I'm going to do that. You know what? I'll probably just get like 1-pound weights. That's a great idea. They're too small for the fucking assault bike. My kids are like this tall.
Yeah. The assault bike doesn't work. My oldest
My
is
8-year-old's this tall.
My oldest can now just do the bike erg. Like he's just now tall enough to like with the lowest seat setting.
Your kids have swagger.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Dude, it's nuts. The drip. They talk about drip now, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What is that? What's drip?
Drips like
That's swagger.
like chains and like like wearing basketball jerseys and hats and flat. I'm just like, okay, fellas, your fucking drip out of here.
Avi walks into every room like he fucking owns it. People are like, "Who the fuck is that kid?"
I love it.
I'm taking Avi to he's loaded in the car right now. I got a text from my wife. I'm taking him to tennis now.
Nice. Well, good.
Thanks for coming on.
Of course, man.
Congrats on the camp in the UK. Sounds cool.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
We didn't even get to talk about your coffee business.
Yeah, we didn't. We talked about a lot of random shit.
All right.
The trip was an STD. Jesus.
Why don't we? I'll just bug you again and maybe have you. I need more time with you.
Yeah, let's go. I'll do it.
All right. You
I'm around. I'm around.
Hey, yeah. Well, one final thing. What about this time? Usually, when I tell you 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, it doesn't matter what time zone you're in. You're like, "Fuck you."
I did it.
Why
I had
this
to.
morning?
I had to set an alarm for this morning. I was actually kind of pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I like my sleep, man. I like my sleep.
I'm actually really surprised. So you've become a little more humbler. You're less demanding. You're lower maintenance than you used to be.
Yeah, I'm a good dude.
All right.
I drink the right coffee.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll bug you again. Let's do it super soon. Are you staying involved in all the CrossFit shit, like the games and all that?
Of course,
like
yeah.
Okay.
I'm following it.
Okay. Maybe we'll have you on and get your expert opinion on some things.
There you go. We'll see.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not your bad boy.
No, you're definitely not Bat Boy.
Yeah.
We got to get both of you on here together.
I think he popped on last time I was on.
He did?
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll bug you tonight during the fights.
Oh yeah. Who's fighting tonight? I can't remember.
Look at holy shit.
Hey, Josh. Rich Froning. You think
Remember
that's
him?
Do you think that's him, or do you think that's
I think that's
that is him. I'm not
yeah.
fucking that up again. Last time he commented, I'm like, if that's really Rich, I'll eat my socks. And someone's like, dude, that's him.
I bet it's. I bet.
Oh,
I bet it's Rory.
Rich isn't allowed to hold his
Yeah,
phone.
Rich isn't allowed to hold that phone, dude. Come on, get the fuck out of here. It's me. It's me, Rory. I mean, Rich. Same letter. Same letter.
One time he popped in here and he said, I said, if that's really Rich, I go, shut up, everyone. If that's really Rich, I'll eat my socks. And then I looked and I got a text message, put one in your mouth, buddy. Yeah, or something. I was like, fuck.
I love it. Nice.
All right. I'll bug you. I'm taking my kids to tennis. Josh, dude, you're the man. Thanks for coming on always. Mi casa, su casa, as they say in the hood.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Okay. Later, dude.
Later, fellas.
Later.
Fuck.
Rich,
We got Rich actually scheduled. How exciting
yeah, I was just
is
gonna say Sevan was just joking about that last test. You could please text us back whatever you feel on any timeline, anytime, Rich.
But yeah, always.
We don't
yes. Yes. Text away.
Oh,
Come on.
and Colton's
anytime.
in the house.
Oh, Mr. Mertens too. Holy shit. What a good morning. Okay, I have to go. I'm late.
Okay.
Do we have a show tonight?
No.
Okay.
Going tomorrow morning.
Ask if he's going to do more YouTubes. Does he need a videographer? Who?
And that's a swing and a miss, Cameron. He just left the building.
Yeah, sorry. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. We have a live call-in show tomorrow morning. Suze, you the man. And